Attention, cules of the world, absolute bombshell. Joan Laporta, our president, the one who doesn't stay silent even under torture, has revealed what no one dared to say. Javier Tebas, that wolf in sheep's clothing who calls himself the president of La Liga, is secretly negotiating a dirty deal with Real Madrid, a backroom arrangement that reeks of Madridista trickery. Yes, you heard right. While we, the Blaugranas, fight for every clean euro, Tebas and Florentino Perez are splitting the cake over candlelit dinners with glasses of Rioja and smug laughs. Want the juicy details? Buckle up, cules, because this is going to sting the merengues worse than a missed penalty in a Champions League final. If you bleed Blaugrana like me, if you hate the free whistles from Madrid and dream of seeing them cry in the next final, subscribe now to Barça Sin Bar, like, share this bomb with your Madridista friends so they choke on their caviar, and hit the bell, because there will be more exclusives that will shake the Bernabeu. Visca el Barça. Imagine the scene. Laporta, with that eagle-eyed look he gets when he smells rot, receives intel from an anonymous tipster. Okay, not so anonymous, but SHHH. Let's not spread it around, TBAS. And he drops the whole truth on us. Tebas, who acts like the guardian of financial fair play, promised Madrid an extra 50 million euros in TV rights, disguised as audience adjustments. Audience. Huh. If Madrid fills stadiums, it's because they hire referees, not because they play beautifully. And all this behind La Liga's back. Of course, because if the other clubs found out, the circus would explode. Laporta revealed it because, as he says, Barça kneels to no one, not even a TBAS who dances to Florentino's tune. This is the news of the century, cules, the biggest gossip since Madrid stole the European Cup in '74 with Santillana's ghost goal. And I, who live and breathe Blaugrana since I first sucked on a pacifier with the Barça crest, tell you every detail, because this isn't barroom rumor, it's the truth burning like a firecracker in the Bernabeu. Let's get to the point. What exactly is Tebas negotiating with Madrid? Sources very close to Laporta, when I say close, I mean they sleep in the same bed as the president, reveal it's not just about money. They're talking about a deal to loosen financial fair play sanctions for Madrid, allowing them to sign that Holland or Mbappe they've been drooling over. While we tighten our belts with the 100 million euro debt Laporta is cleaning up like a titan, they call it selective fair play. For Barça, it's a punch in the face. For Madrid, a back rub. Tebas, that postcard Catalan who sold out to the highest bidder, is secretly negotiating for Madrid to get a Champions League distribution bonus, citing historical merits. Merits. If their merits are 14 Champions Leagues bought with Arab petrodollars and referee favors. And it doesn't stop there, because Laporta dropped another detail. Tebas wants Florentino to pull strings at UEFA so his buddy Ceferin renews his little business deal. A blood pact between the devil and the... Meanwhile, we, the cules, watch Barça rise from the ashes with Xavi on the bench, a Yamal dancing salsa on the pitch, and a Lewandowski scoring more than Vinicius' ego. But no, Tebas prefers the white meringues. Laporta, hero among heroes, reveals this because football belongs to the fans, not the suited bureaucrats. Let's dive into the mud, cules. Why is Laporta revealing this? Because our president is a lion, not a lamb. While Tebas negotiates in the shadows, Laporta lights the way with Blaugrana transparency. Remember when he saved the club from bankruptcy, when he faced Bartomeu and his circus of crazy signings? This leak is his way of saying, Madrid, enjoy your dirty millions, but Barça is rising stronger. And it is. Oh yes, it is. With Flick on the horizon, a 17-year-old LAMINE YAMAL who dribbles more than Madrid has in its entire history, and a De Jong orchestrating like a maestro. And now, a touch of Catalan humor. To you, Madridistas, who go to the Bernabeu with Chinese polyester scarves screaming, Hala Madrid, like it's a mantra to cure envy. You're like scalded cats with cold water. In every Clásico, you meow for referees in your favor, and when you get them, you celebrate like you invented football. Laporta revealed this so you'd choke on your ham croquettes. Yes, the ones you eat while watching Yamal dance Despacito at the Camp Nou. We're coming back stronger, cules, because Laporta's exclusive burns hotter than an August sun on the Costa Brava. Let's dissect Tebas' dirty deal with Madrid even more, because this isn't just rumor, it's a scandal that would make even Florentino Perez blush. If he had any shame left, that is. He lost it in the 90s with his hair. Laporta, our Blaugrana gladiator, tells us Tebas is negotiating on a private yacht. Yes, a yacht, because the poor travel by plane, the rich by boat with champagne and the Emperor of Valdebebas. The deal, a compensation fund for the failed Super League, Florentino's tantrum when he saw Barça and City outmaneuvering him. Now, TEBAS rewards him with millions taken from everyone's pockets, including ours. And why behind La Liga's back? Because if it went to a vote, presidents of other clubs, like our Laporta, who won't swallow this, would reject it in 2 kicks. Let's dig into the savory details, the ones Laporta leaked with a mischievous smile. TEBAS is negotiating a change in the TV revenue distribution algorithm. Madrid would get 25% more for its global brand value. Brand value if their brand is synonymous with stealing penalties and crying to referees. Meanwhile, Barça, with its crucifying philosophy, its academy producing diamonds like PEDRI and GAVI, is left with crumbs. Laporta says it clearly, it's an armed robbery, but with white gloves. And he's right, because Madrid is already spending what it doesn't have on Alaba and company, while we sell Coutinho for a fortune and still get scrutinized under a microscope. Now, some sharp sarcasm. Imagine Tomás Roncero, the eternal clown of Real Madrid TV, with his failed Viking ponytail, going live to defend the indefensible. Madrid is untouchable, he screams, foaming at the mouth. Well, Tomás, now you have to swallow it. Are you going to say Laporta made up the yacht or that TEBAS is a saint? Catalan laughter. You're like a paella without rice, all noise and no substance. And you, Edu Aguirre, oh Edu, the reporter who looks like he walked out of a Venezuelan soap opera with hair shinier than Vinicius' ego. Are you going to report this exclusive, Edu, or will you keep tweeting selfies with Florentino? Because with this dirty deal, your silence screams louder than a penalty gifted in the 93rd minute. But let's dive in with passion, cules, because this isn't just mockery, it's a crusade. Laporta is leaking this because he knows Barça is more than a club. It's a feeling that can't be bought with TEBAS millions. While Madrid crawls, begging for favors, we rise with a team that's pure fire. LAMINE YAMAL dribbles like the pitch is a dance floor, Araujo stops attackers like they're flies, and Lewandowski scores goals that sting more than a Roncero editorial. Laporta says it clearly. Barça doesn't sell out, Barça fights back, and we, the cules, are its army, ready to fill the Camp Nou with chants that will shake even the foundations of Valdebebas. More juicy details. Because Laporta isn't holding back. According to the president, TEBAS is negotiating with Madrid for special protection to avoid sanctions for irregularities in the new Bernabeu. Irregularities, yes, those pharaonic construction projects Florentino is paying for with money no one knows the origin of. Now we do. Favors from TEBAS. Meanwhile, the Espai Barça, our dream of modernity, is delayed by bureaucratic red tape that, coincidentally, doesn't affect Madrid. Laporta drops this with pure sarcasm. TEBAS wants a golden Bernabeu, but the Camp Nou will be diamond. And he's right, because our stadium doesn't need favors, just the sweat of the cules. Let's talk numbers, because that's where it hurts. That extra 30% in sponsorship means Madrid could pocket €80 million more per year, while we fight for every cent to sign stars or pay the stadium's electricity bill. It's armed robbery in a La Liga suit. Laporta is leaking this so other clubs, from Atletico to Betis, stand up and say enough. Because if TEBAS and Florentino get away with this, La Liga will become a Cortijo Blanco where Madrid always wins, even if they play like a regional team. And more mockery, because they deserve it. Imagine the Madridistas celebrating this pact like it's a Champions League title. It's for our prestige, they'll say, eating reheated croquettes from the microwave. Prestige. When your prestige is a referee gifting you penalties and a TEBAS writing your script. Roncero, will you dedicate a poem to this dirty deal? Something like, TEBAS, our savior, give us more millions to buy love. And Aguirre, with your toy microphone, will you interview Florentino or keep being his official cheerleader? Catalan laughter. You're like a flan without caramel, all shake, no flavor. But passion drives us, cules. This leak is more than gossip, it's a revolution. Laporta is uniting us. He reminds us that Barça is a feeling that doesn't negotiate. While TEBAS and Florentino clink cheap champagne glasses, we dream of a team that crushes rivals. Yamal's filigrees, GAVI biting like a wolf, and Ter Stegen stopping even Vinicius' wet dreams. Laporta leaks this so the world knows Barça doesn't kneel. We fight with pride, with history, with values. More details, because Laporta isn't stopping. TEBAS is promising Madrid relaxed financial fair play rules so they can sign another Galactico, while we rebuild the club with Laporta's sweat and LAMINE's magic. It's theft disguised as economic strategy. Laporta drops it with irony. TEBAS wants a golden Madrid, but Barça is platinum, and he's right, because our gold is in the academy, in the PEDRIs, the GAVIs, the cules worth more than any of Florentino's checks. Full sarcasm mode. Madridistas, with this pact, you'll recruit a backup referee for when the starter gets injured, because talent is clearly in short supply. Imagine Florentino and TEBAS in Marbella laughing like bad movie villains, and Roncero applauding for Madrid with crocodile tears. Tomas, you're the clown of the white circus, but without grace. And Aguirre, with your toy mic, will you keep saying Madrid is a victim? A victim of your own greed, you mean? The climax of this exclusive leaves Madridismo soul-crushed. Laporta, our leader, our beacon in the storm, keeps revealing TEBAS and Florentino's dirty deal. And every revelation is a goal in the top corner of the Bernabeu. Now, he's going all the way. TEBAS is negotiating with Madrid to block the new Champions League format unless it gives them an advantage. Yes, you heard right. They want to veto a European competition because it doesn't guarantee Madrid wins every year. What nerve! Laporta leaks this with the smile of someone holding the pan by the handle. They want football tailored to their size, but Barça is bigger than their schemes. Details, because it's getting hot. According to Laporta, TEBAS met with Florentino in Marbella. Yes, Marbella, because yachts aren't enough for these two, and there, they plan to pressure UEFA so the new Champions League format gives Madrid automatic spots even if they finish 5th in La Liga. Sporting justice? That's a joke to them. Meanwhile, Barça, which has won Champions Leagues with artistic football, with Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi, has to sweat blood just to qualify. Laporta says it clearly. Madrid doesn't play, it manipulates. And we, cules, applaud from the stands, because our president doesn't stay silent, even under threat. More mockery, because the Madridistas deserve it. Imagine Roncero with his ponytail flapping like a white flag of surrender, screaming on his set, "The Champions League is ours." Yours. As if you didn't win it with referees who seem like club associates. Tomas, this exclusive leaves you in your underwear, because now everyone knows you need TEBAS to keep stealing. And Aguirre, with that telenovela pretty boy face that doesn't even convince his mother, will you tweet that this is fake news? Because with every tweet, you lose more credibility than a referee in a Clásico. Pure Catalan laughter. You're like bread with tomato without the tomato, just dry bread. But passion drives us, cules. This leak is more than gossip, it's a revolution. Laporta unites us. He reminds us that Barça is a feeling that doesn't negotiate. While TEBAS and Florentino toast with cheap champagne, we dream of a team that crushes rivals. Yamal's magic, Gavi's bite, Ter Stegen stopping even Vinicius' wildest dreams. Laporta leaks this so the world knows Barça doesn't kneel. We fight with pride, with history, with values. More details, because Laporta isn't done. TEBAS is promising Madrid looser financial fair play rules so they can sign another Galactico, while we rebuild the club with Laporta's sweat and LAMINE's magic. It's theft in a tailored suit. Laporta drops it with irony. TEBAS wants a golden Madrid, but Barça is platinum, and he's right, because our gold is in the academy, in the PEDRIs, the GAVIs, the cules, worth more than any of Florentino's checks. Final sarcasm blast. Madridistas, with this pact, you'll sign a backup referee for when the starter gets injured, because talent is clearly lacking. Imagine Florentino and TEBAS in Marbella, laughing like bad movie villains, and Roncero applauding for Madrid with crocodile tears. Tomas, you're the clown of the white circus, but without the charm. And Aguirre, with your toy mic, will you keep saying Madrid is the victim? A victim of your own greed, you mean. Final words, cules of the soul. Laporta's exclusive is an earthquake that has left Madridismo trembling. TEBAS and Florentino wanted a dirty pact to dominate La Liga and the Champions League, but Laporta, our titan, exposed it all, extra millions, bought referees, tailor-made rules. While they scheme, we rise with a team that inspires dreams, a president who never surrenders, and fans who are pure Blaugrana fire. Roncero and Aguirre, get ready, your tears will be our trophy. Visca el Barça. More than a club, more than a leak. While TEBAS and Florentino toast with cheap champagne in yachts and Marbella meetings, we, the Blaugranas, stand tall with pride. This dirty pact, extra sponsor millions, custom fair play, Champions League vetoes, is an attempt to turn La Liga into a Cortijo Blanco. But Laporta reminds us that Barça is more than a club. It's a cause, a feeling that can't be bought, not even with all of Qatar's gold. With a team that makes dreams come true, LAMINE YAMAL dancing past rivals like their cones, GAVI biting like a cule wolf, and LEWANDOWSKI scoring more than Vinicius' ego, we don't need favors. Our strength lies in La Masia, our history, the tiki-taka that makes the world dream. If this video made you roar like a lion at the Camp Nou, if you feel the Blaugrana fire burning in your chest, subscribe now to Barça Sin Bar. Like if you hate Madrid's thefts. Share so the world knows the truth, and hit the bell to catch every moment as we sink TEBAS and Florentino. For Barça, for Laporta, for us. Eternal love, infinite passion. And to you, Madridistas, who must be whining on Marca forums right now, I say just one thing. Enjoy your dirty millions, because Barça will beat you with class. Tomas Roncero, with your bargain bin Viking ponytail, get the tissues ready, this exclusive left you in diapers. And Edu Aguirre, with your gelled hair and toothpaste-ad smile, will you defend TEBAS or keep licking boots? Catalan laughter. You're like bread with tomato without salt, pure posturing. Now, cule family, I pass the ball to you. Do you think Laporta will silence more Madridista mouths with leaks like this? Or do you think TEBAS will resign before Roncero finishes his ponytail and LAMINE YAMAL humiliates Vinicius in the next Clásico, leaving Aguirre crying live on air? Comment below, defend the colors. More than a club, we are Saltres.